Your cat climbs on you, and you shift a little, make room, and let it happen. Most people call it affectionate. It is. But that is not the whole story. That reading is incomplete, and it is costing you something. There is a reason your cat chooses your body specifically, at specific moments, in specific ways. And the last reason, the one I am saving for the end, is the one that will completely reframe every time this has ever happened. Have you ever thought about why a cat, an animal built for independence and solitude, would voluntarily close the distance between itself and another living creature at all? Cats are not pack animals. They do not require social contact to survive. Every approach they make is a deliberate override of their default wiring. A 2019 study from Oregon State University found that the majority of domestic cats given a free choice between food, toys, scent, and human interaction chose human contact above everything else. Not because they were trained to, not because they were hungry, because something in the bond itself pulls them toward you. When your cat climbs onto you, it is not choosing warmth. It is choosing you. The warmth is secondary. You are primary. Have you ever noticed that your cat does not climb on just anyone? Guests sit on the same couch. They offer the same warmth. Your cat walks past them and finds you. Here is the part most owners get completely backwards. They assume their cat is being territorial or clingy or simply conditioned by feeding schedules. But that framing misses the mechanism entirely. What your cat is doing when it climbs onto your body is called social anchoring. In feline psychology, physical proximity to a trusted individual is how cats regulate their own nervous systems. You are not just a warm surface. You are a biological reference point. Your heartbeat, your breathing pattern, your scent profile, all of it signals to your cat's nervous system that the environment is safe. When your cat settles onto your chest, it is not relaxing despite you. It is relaxing because of you. Think about that. Pay close attention to this one, because most owners have never thought about it this way. The next time your cat climbs on you, watch where it positions its head. Most cats will orient their face toward your chest or your neck, not your lap, not your feet, your chest. They are not seeking the flattest surface. They are seeking your heartbeat. That is not coincidence. That is not random comfort seeking. In the early weeks of life, a kitten learns safety through two primary signals: the mother's scent and the rhythm of her heartbeat. That neurological imprint does not disappear at adulthood, it transfers. When your cat presses its head against your chest and slows its breathing, it is running the same program it ran as a kitten. You have become that signal. That is not a behavior quirk. That is love with nowhere else to go except directly toward the sound of you. If this is already changing the way you see your cat, subscribe. We post every week and every video goes exactly this deep. You do not want to miss what comes next. Has your cat ever had a day where it climbed on you more insistently than usual? Pressed harder, stayed longer, returned after you shifted it off? Most owners read this as neediness. Here is what is actually happening. Cats are extraordinarily sensitive to cortisol, the primary stress hormone in humans. Research published in the journal Applied Animal Behavior Science found that cats can detect shifts in their owner's emotional state through a combination of scent cues, micro changes in body temperature, and alterations in breathing rhythm. When your cortisol rises, your cat reads it before you have consciously registered it yourself. The climbing becomes more persistent not because your cat wants more from you, but because it is offering more to you. It cannot name what is wrong. It cannot fix it. It knows that. But it presses its body against yours anyway and holds the weight there, because in every language it has, that is the closest thing it knows to saying, I am here. You are not alone. What if one day your cat just stops? No climbing, no approaching, no settling near you at all. Most owners assume their cat is being independent, or moody, or simply going through a phase. But behavioral withdrawal in a bonded cat is one of the earliest and most consistent signals that something is physiologically or emotionally wrong. Cats are descended from solitary predators for whom showing vulnerability meant becoming prey. The instinct to mask pain, illness, and fear is not a personality trait. It is survival architecture, built over millions of years. A cat that stops climbing, stops seeking proximity, stops initiating contact. That cat is not being distant. That cat is spending every available resource managing something internal that it cannot show you any other way. Watch for the change in pattern, not the presence of symptoms. The withdrawal comes first. The visible signs come later. That is your cat whispering that something is wrong in the only language it has. But here is the one nobody talks about, and I have been saving it for right now. Remember at the beginning when I said your cat chooses you over warmth, over comfort, over every other option available? Here is why that matters more than most people realize. A University of Vienna study conducted in 2020 found that cats use their owners as what researchers call a secure base, the same attachment framework used to describe the bond between a human infant and its primary caregiver. What this means is that your cat does not experience you as a provider or a companion in the casual sense. It experiences you as the fixed point around which its sense of safety is organized. When it climbs on you, it is not seeking comfort the way you might reach for a blanket. It is returning to the one living thing in its world whose presence makes the world navigable. That is not instinct. That is not conditioning. That is attachment in its most complete biological form. Every time your cat has ever climbed onto you, it was doing all of these things at once, choosing you over independence, anchoring itself to your heartbeat, offering its body as a response to your stress, running a program built in infancy that mapped safety onto the rhythm of someone it trusted completely, and warning you, in those rare moments of absence, that something had shifted inside it that it could not put into words. These are not separate behaviors. They are one continuous act of orientation. Your cat has been pointing itself toward you every single day with every tool available to it. Most people spend their whole lives hoping someone will choose them. The way your cat chooses you without agenda, without conditions, without needing a reason, your cat climbs on you without hesitation every single time, and the least we can do is notice. If this video made you see one moment with your cat differently, that is exactly why this channel exists. The next video will show you something else your cat has been doing for years that you have never had a name for. It is queued up right now,